What's up, scale modelers and siren enthusiasts? Welcome back to another video. To host Ray. Today I'll be doing a short review of the Ratcliffe Models Federal Thunderbolt Siren Kit in 1/87 scale. This video will kickstart a small series of model siren reviews or model siren kit reviews that I'll post on my channel as in the coming days. And what better place to start than the Thunderbolt Siren Kit? This was the first HO scale Thunderbolt, or no, HO scale Siren Kit I ever built, and that was back in 2018. And I actually made a video similar to this one in which I discussed like the kit's features and everything. However, that was back in 2018 when I had only built one of these things. Today in 2022, 4 years later, I've built over 30 of these. I might be pushing 40. I don't keep an exact count, but I really should. And now with a decent amount of experience under my belt, I feel as though I'm ready to redo that video. So without further ado, let's start. So when you open up the box from your order, or if you buy it directly from Ratcliffe Models, I'm not sure if that's an option. This is what you get. It's pretty basic, but it's also pretty nice. It's a small Ziploc baggie with all the parts in it. And for those of you who are familiar with the parts that belong to a Thunderbolt siren and you don't see a part that should be in the kit, don't worry a bit. Chances are it's actually stuck in the instructions, which I will show you shortly. Like, for example, I don't see the control panel or control box that should be in there, but I'm willing to bet my money that it's stuck in the instructions, which I'll discuss shortly. So this half sheet of paper is the instructions, and it's pretty nice. I suggest opening up the instructions and the kit in general on a clean desk like the one you see here that I'm making the video on. So any parts that fall out, like the control box I just mentioned, fall out in a place where you can see them and recover them easily so you don't have to spend hours searching. So here are some color pictures of of a few Thunderbolt siren mounts for those people who are indecisive or unfamiliar of how they want to mount their kit. And here is a diagram on how to assemble the kit and some context and a thank you. Pretty nice overall for someone who isn't familiar with how to assemble a Thunderbolt siren, but this is pretty useless to me because I understand how the Thunderbolt siren goes together because I've been doing research on these things for quite a few years at this point. So there's that. When you open up the kit and sort out all the parts, this is what should be included. I'll go over the parts right now. Here's a wood utility pole, a wooden dowel, which is square in shape or rectangular in shape, a brass blower or air compressor pipe, a horn/projector, a chopper tube and horn support assembly, a rotator box, a air compressor or blower box, a control box, more specifically an RCM control box, and a steel mesh screen. I'd like to stop really quickly and say that these parts are very small. The head of the siren, which comprises of the rotator box, the chopper tube assembly, and horn support assembly, and the horn itself, it's less than an inch long. For those of you who prefer centimeters, it's about 2 centimeters long, give or take a few millimeters. In hindsight, it's a very small model. It's rather easy to assemble. A few things I'd like to point out, though, is that sometimes the parts of the model will arrive with like defects on them, such as a lot of flash, which, by the way, is not an issue at all. Flash is thin pieces of production material, or the material that the model is made out of, that end up on the edges of parts or in gaps, like you can see here in between the two beams of the horn support. Those are fairly easy to remove, and they should be easy to remove with a hobby knife, except for the ones here in the horn support. Be extremely careful when trying to remove this. I cannot stress enough how fragile this horn support is. It's very easy to break, and if you break it, good luck fixing it because it's very difficult. It's a small part with two very small places to, I guess, reattach it. So just exercise a lot of caution when handling the parts in general. I just realized it's been blurry this entire time. Another thing is holes or gaps or dents. I've had a number of experiences where I see holes, and you can actually see a thin spot in the walls of the chopper tube here. Sometimes there's holes or cracks in the side of the horn or the chopper tube, so make sure you have modeling putty to fill in those holes or gaps. Aside from that, those are the only complaints I have. The model is really high quality for its size and really high quality in general. There's really nothing else that competes against it, and I'm very glad that Ratcliffe Models is dedicated to customer satisfaction. They're very good at upholding their promises of crafting nice models. Quick interruption, I just realized one of the parts went AWOL on me earlier. This is the mounting flange. It sits under the rotator box. Anyway, I forgot exactly what I was talking about. Give me one sec. Yeah, I was praising the model. Model is pretty good. Every once in a while, you will get a few differences or variations in quality of every kit is different. No two kits are exactly alike, so be prepared to encounter different circumstances. Honestly, the problems that they arrive with sometimes just add to the fun of building the kit if you're an experienced scale modeler. If you're just getting into precision scale modeling, I highly suggest getting some beginner kits and building those first and familiarizing yourself with handling small parts, using precision tweezers, adding appropriate amounts of glue, handling a hobby knife, etc., etc. There's an endless list of what I can go with. The most important element to building this kit, I'd have to say, is patience. Patience is key. You need to be careful when building these things because you can easily mess it up. Take my word for it, I've built over 30 of these. That basically concludes my discussion of the model kit. Overall, it's a really nice model kit. I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to build one of these. And really, the sky's the limit with this. You can customize this kit in so many different ways, and I've taken full advantage of that. If you'd like to, you can check out my channel and see some of the Thunderbolt Siren Kit reviews or build reviews of my completed models. And stay tuned for my most recent build, which I have plenty to say about it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to comment those down below. Links to buy this thing, as well as a few of my videos of these kits, are in the description below. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.